Hey everyone, I'm back after a long time. So today I'll be bringing to you a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tier list, and I'll be stating my opinions on all the characters in the game and making a tier list out of it. As you can see, I have the tiers prepared here, and I'll be ranking all of these characters. This I have not prepared yet, so I will be improvising on the spot. However, I know that my opinion will be highly respected because everyone knows I'm a pro Smash player and no one can convince me otherwise. So, first off, we have Bayonetta. So you know what? This is a pretty solid character with some solid combos, except she has been gutted from Smash 4, so I'm just going to put her in B tier. Now, Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is okay. I mean, he's a ripoff of Bowser because he has the exact same moves. He's just an Echo Fighter. It's basically a Bowser alt. He hits exactly with the same strength. He's exactly as fast as Bowser. Has the same recovery. Everything about him is the exact same. So I'm gonna put him in S tier because I'll be explaining to you why I think that Bowser and Bowser's Echo Fighter, for that matter, should be in S tier. Bowser is a heavyweight champion, and any heavyweight champion in the game is automatically OP because they do too much damage. And also, that there's an exception for that, which I'll be getting to later. But right now, I'm gonna say that all heavyweight characters, sorry, I'm used to saying champions, should be in S tier or above. Okay, but Captain Falcon, let me just say this, okay? Even though some people will consider him heavyweight, he is not a mid-tier champion, okay? People say he's a mid-tier all the time, and it's so annoying because honestly, he should not be placed in the same tier as some of the other champions. I mean, oh my god, characters such as Sonic. So, I think that he has too many good combos. He is completely OP. He will keep you locked into a combo until you're at like 80. So, I will put him in SSS plus. Now, Chrom is just another one of those Fire Emblem characters, so he's quite similar. Um, I'll probably be ending up putting them mostly in the exact same tier because they have very little differences, very subtle, but they're still a little bit noticeable. So I'll be placing Chrom in A tier. Now, Cloud. I heard that he was really good in Smash 4, although I wouldn't know because I didn't play it a lot, but um, actually, no, I did because I'm a pro Smash player and I played pretty much every Smash game there is, and for a very long time too, because I am very experienced. I am a seasoned player, and my opinion should be respected. Now, Cloud, I think, should go into maybe I'll put him in A tier because he has some solid options, unlike some other champs I know. So, yeah. Next, we have Corin, and Corin is okay. He or she depends on what alt you use, but he's a really weird champ. Honestly, a really weird character. Stop saying champs. He's a really weird character. I don't know much about him, so I'm just gonna put him. Actually, no, I do know a lot about him, but I just don't want to say anything because obviously I'm a pro player. So I'm gonna put Corin in C tier because I heard that Corin is not that good. So now we have Daisy, um, Peach's Echo Fighter. So I'm gonna put them right beside each other because they're gonna be in the same tier, obviously. I think that Daisy and Peach, they have a lot of potential because they are very skillful. They have a very high skill cap. Okay, so people can do many crazy combos with her, but she is not an SSS plus tier character, as many other tier lists say. So I'm just going to put them in S tier over here with the rest of the almost OP champs. Okay, or characters. So next we have is that Dark Pit? Yeah, that's Dark Pit. So next we have Dark Pit. Dark Pit is almost the exact same as Pit, but I'd say a little bit better. But that wouldn't make a big enough difference. So I'm just gonna put them into the exact same tier. Now where is Pit here? Okay, so I think that honestly, Pit should go P. So Pit should honestly belong in like, you know, I think Pit is a solid B tier because I know like Pit is usually considered one of the most respectable characters out there because there's not much to get mad at when you get comboed by Pit or anything because there's just really nothing to hate about the champion. I mean the character, but not overly OP either, so wouldn't be in any of these tiers. So Dark Samus, I will also be taking Samus over here, even though they're a little bit different. They are quite similar, so I'm going to put them in the same tier. And you cannot tell me to do otherwise. But I cannot find Samus right here. Let me just keep looking. Okay, whatever. I'll just go with Dark Samus first, and I'll find Samus soon. So Dark Samus, I think, should be in B tier because he is average. Although people call him annoying because he spams projectiles a lot, uh, he's not really bad or he's not OP either. So I'm just gonna put him in B. Or she. Oh my god. Sorry, I meant she. So now Diddy Kong. So Diddy Kong is basically Donkey Kong's Echo Fighter because he has the exact same moves as Donkey Kong and weighs the exact same and does the exact same damage and has the exact same speed and has the same combo potential. So I'm gonna put them in the same tier, okay? Donkey Kong obviously has a heavyweight, just like Diddy Kong. Obviously it has to be either S or SSS plus. They both do a lot of damage, but honestly, I think they are not good enough to match Captain Falcon, almost one of the OP champs, almost one of the most OP champs out there. So yeah, they're an S tier because automatically, if we have a heavyweight, it's S tier. So that's the rules we're going to be going by today. Now, the Mii fighters. Mii Gunner is obviously considered very annoying to some people, pretty much for the same reason as Samus is, because he or she spams projectiles a lot. Oh, there's Samus. Putting the same tier. Now, Mii Gunner is. It depends on what moves you choose, obviously, but for the most optimal move set, I'd say that Mii Gunner belongs in. I'll put Mii Gunner in C tier because there's not many options Mii Gunner can do other than shoot and fight from a distance. And in competitive play, which is where I play, because obviously I'm in every tournament there is, you may recognize me. So I think that Mii Gunner, compared to the other Mii fighters, does not have many options close up. So that automatically makes them not that viable, but still can be played sometimes if that's what you enjoy, spamming projectiles. Now, Mii Brawler is next. Mii Brawler, a lot of my friends really hate this character, along with Mii Sword Fighter, but I think that Mii Brawler is a highly respectable character, and therefore he should go in B tier. Now, Mii Sword Fighter, same thing, very respectable, B tier. Now, Dr. Mario, you know what? People say that he's F tier, and he is, so I'm gonna put him in F tier. Now, Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt is pretty good. Honestly, in my opinion, Duck Hunt is pretty good, but you're going to have to. There's a really big learning curve with Duck Hunt, along with some of the other more difficult characters. So, I'm going to put Duck Hunt in A tier because he does have a lot of options and he has a high skill cap, which makes it viable in competitive play. Now, Falco. Well, Falco is quite similar to Fox, and that's why they're beside each other, but that's why I'm going to put them in the same tier, and I don't care if you disagree with my choice. Now, I think that both of them are okay. So they're pretty good. Okay, they're pretty good. They have decent combos, and their lasers make a really good spacing tool for people who are really far away. Um, and they have many other combos outside of that. For example, Falco has his up tilt combos, and now I'm going to put them both in A tier. Next, we have Ganondorf. Okay, Ganondorf is a very broken and brain dead and busted and SSS plus material champion. The literal definition of SSS plus. I think that if it weren't for Captain Falcon, Ganon would be in a completely separate tier of his own called BBBS, broken, busted, brain dead S tier. So I'm going to put Ganon in SSS plus. Actually, I'm kind of regretting it now. I think that I should put a completely separate tier right on top with only him. Just Ganondorf tier. You know what I mean? Because he hits way too hard, and it's so frustrating when you combo this champion. I mean, this character for so long, and then he can kill you with two moves from zero. So that's really frustrating, and also very OP. So yeah, I don't care about all of you people all you Ganon mains who think that he should be in F tier. I'm gonna put him in S tier. Greninja. Greninja is also quite OP because, contrary to popular belief, lightweights can also be good too. So I'm going to put Greninja in SSS plus tier because Greninja has way too many combos, okay, and his little shuriken is also extremely annoying to fight against, and his up smash and his side B, there's so many spammable moves with this champion, and competitively, spamming works. Obviously, spamming works against pros, so yeah, we're going to put Greninja in SSS plus. Ice Climbers, I don't have an opinion on this champion, so I'm just going to put him in B tier, or put them in B tier. Now, Ike. Ike is another sword fighter, except he actually does have some differences from some of the other ones, like, Chrom. Uh, I think that Ike, since he hits a little bit more heavy, he's obviously going to be automatically higher than Chrom, but I think that Ike will be in A tier because he's not as OP as these three. Incineroar. This was the exact exception that I was talking about when I said all heavyweights should be in high tiers. I think that Incineroar is a very bad character because although he has some redeeming qualities such as his side V, command grab, which can do quite a lot of damage when revenge boosted, and he's also quite fast in the air. However, since I play Incineroar, I will not put him in one of the OP tiers. So therefore, I'm going to put him in F. Although his design and how fun it is to play him, well, honestly, he's just a Chad character. Okay. So Inkling. Inkling is quite good. I'm just going to put Inkling in A tier. I mean S tier because he also or she also has a lot of combos and options, and his or her oh my god, I keep thinking, okay, her berry is very hard to play against sometimes. Now Isabelle is not a very good character, so I'm going to put Isabelle in D. And Jigglypuff. Now you might be finding that I've been spending a lot of time talking about some characters and very little time talking about other characters because I don't care about the other characters, and you people who main those characters better suck it up. So now Jigglypuff, I think, definitely belongs in S tier. Actually, you know what? A tier, because he may not be as strong as the other characters. And I know, you might be thinking Jigglypuff should be in F tier or D tier at least. Well, I think that Jigglypuff is very fun to play, and not only that, but Jigglypuff also has very linear playstyle that can be predictable at times. But as I said, predictability and spamming works against pros always, 100%. Therefore, Jigglypuff belongs in A. Next, we have Joker. I don't care about Joker because I don't play him. So I'm going to put Joker in D tier. Now, Ken. Well, Ken is one of those Street Fighters. So honestly, he has some combos, but he's kind of bad in the air, and he doesn't have a really good recovery. So he's kind of like one of those generic champions. I mean, one of those generic characters who hit hard. Except he actually has combos, and he doesn't hit as hard as the OP ones. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in solid A tier. Now DDD heavyweight A tier. King K. Rool. Oh, okay. This is another one of the exceptions. See, because I play King K. Rool, and I've come to realize that King K. Rool is not as annoying as people make him out to be. Because King K. Rool is very, very respectable, and his playstyle, his side B, his neutral B, all of the projectiles, they're actually quite easy to play against, and they set up for very cool outplays. Therefore, I will put King K. Rool in F tier. Actually, no, you know what? D tier. Yeah, D tier because Incineroar is worse. Incineroar is worse than pretty much everything. Now, Kirby. I think that Kirby is a decent character, but in competitive play, Kirby is not all that good because of actually, you know what? Since Kirby has a very linear playstyle and has although he has a lot of combos, he can be predictable, which is a good thing because against pros, spamming always works, such as up B spam and side B spam. So I'm going to put Kirby in A tier. Now, what about Link? I think that Link deserves to be in C tier because I don't care about Link and I do not know how to play Link. Actually, you know what? Because he spams projectiles and spamming always works against pros, A tier. Now, Little Mac. Oh my, okay, Little Mac is extremely annoying in competitive play and everything. I don't care what you Little Mac mains say about him being F tier and having no recovery. Recovery isn't the only thing that matters in the game, see, because he has so much combo potential, and he does way too much damage on the ground, and he's so fast as well. So he's like a heavyweight, but with the speed added to it. So obviously SSS plus. I mean, yeah. Now Lucario. Lucario can be very strong once his aura acts up, but he's not always that good. Um, Therefore, since he has a very inconsistent playstyle and he might not be as strong as the others. Actually, you know what? I'll put him in C tier. Yeah, I'll put him in C tier. Now, Lucas is basically a ripoff of Ness, but less annoying because he has less crowd control, less CC. Okay, so I'm gonna put Lucas. Yeah, I know. We're gonna say this is not an annoying tier list. This is about how viable they are. But I think that since Ness is more annoying, he's also more OP. It's as simple as that. So I was gonna put Ness. Oh, you'll see actually. So I'm gonna put Lucas right under Ness. Actually, you know what? I'll put him in A tier because since he's not as annoying, the opponent can't be more tilt, and their confidence meter will not be as low as playing against a Ness. And confidence meter is a very important mechanic to learn when you're playing this game because you always have to keep track of, out of 100, how confident are they? And, paying attention to the confidence meter, which is an abstract concept, by the way. There's no confidence meter in the game. But if you think about how confident they are, then you'll be able to read them and predict them a lot. So, yeah, you'll be able to 读书. Okay, so now we have Lucina. Lucina is basically Chrom, but with extra steps. So I'm going to put her in A tier. Now, Luigi and Mario, well, let's see. Luigi and Mario both have a lot of good combos, except there's just one simple thing that sets them apart, which is Luigi has a 0 to death combo, and Mario has a very funny forward air. So I'm going to put Luigi in S tier, and Mario. No, actually, you know what? Mario in S tier, and Luigi in A tier. Oh, there's a lot of A tiers here, but I don't care. So now we have Marth. Marth is basically these sword fighters, but he has a tipper. So that means he does more damage at the tip. And therefore, pros who can space his sword a lot and very well can do very well with Marth. He has a very high skill cap. Therefore, I think that he belongs higher than the others because in competitive play, a lot of pro players will be doing well. So S tier. Even though he's not a heavyweight, I understand. But Mega Man is just yet another projectile spammer, so why not just put him with the same tier as Mii Gunner? Because um, honestly, he actually no, you know what? He's a little bit better than Mii Gunner. I think I'll put him in B tier because he is less predictable with his movement, and yeah, even though he has actually, you know what? C tier. Back to C tier because Mega Man does not have many options close up. Barely any. His Nair is literally his jab. So now we have Meta Knight. Meta Knight is another spammy another spammy character. Uh, Honestly, a lot of pros can pull off a lot of hype plays with Meta Knight, but honestly, it's just too unpredictable because, as I said, against pros, you always want to be as predictable as possible because that's what they're not expecting, right? It makes sense. It all makes sense now, doesn't it? So I'm gonna put Meta Knight in B tier. Mewtwo. So Mewtwo's confusion, his down B, is very OP, and it gives him so many kill confirms. It's actually insane. So I'm gonna put Mewtwo in A tier. Now, Game and Watch. This is kind of like Trinomir from League of Legends. Okay, so Game and Watch has too much RNG, too much reliance on luck. So if you get a 9, you're playing an OP champ. Okay, you're playing an OP character right away. But if you get like ones all day, like if you have bad luck like me, right? Then obviously you're gonna have to put Game and Watch in B tier. Since I'm basing this off my own opinion and my luck sucks, I will put Game and Watch in a lower tier than he probably deserves. Now we have Ness. Ness is extremely OP. You know what? I don't even need to say anything actually because automatic SSS plus tier. I don't care. Like honestly, I don't care if he's not heavyweight or anything. Like he does way too much CC, and his Pika Fire can take you from 0 to 90 if you don't DI it right. And honestly, pros never DI right. So yeah, SS plus, SSS plus. And Olimar. Let's see where do I have to put Olimar? Olimar is actually a pretty good character now that I think of it because I destroyed my friend with it once. And that is why I'm going to put Olimar in A tier. Now, what about Pac-Man? Pac-Man is okay. Well, Pac-Man is actually quite a good character when you know how to play him well. So in competitive play, a lot of pros will know exactly how to play this character, and they will do pretty well with him. But he's not as OP as these ones, therefore he will go in S tier. Okay, so Palutina. Palutina is considered annoying by many players, um, but honestly, she's not that good because her projectiles are less predictable, and she has a counter. Okay, she does have a counter, so I'm gonna put her in B tier. But anyways, as I was saying, Palutina is not as predictable as the other projectile spammers, and that automatically makes her lower because we need predictability. Okay, so now we have Pichu and Pikachu. Obviously, Pichu is better than Pikachu in every way because not in terms of design, because honestly, I like Pikachu more. But that's nothing about bias, by the way. That's nothing bias. It's just me choosing the right opinion. So I think that Pichu has a lot of combo potential, and although he is a lightweight, I think that this character is deserving of S tier. He is a lightweight, but he deserves S tier anyway because of how many combos he can pull off and how much poke he can do so fast. Pikachu. Pikachu belongs in A tier because he's simply not as good as Pikachu. Piranha Plant, I don't care about this character, so D tier automatically. Now, Pokemon Trainer. I think that Pokemon Trainer has a lot of potential, especially because all the characters would be good on their own, but then the ability to switch between the characters, the Pokemon, gives you a lot of options on how to play your game. So you can, switch to Charizard for when they're about to die, when they're really high percent, and just spam side B, which a lot of people do, which is actually annoying. So therefore, I'll put Pokemon Trainer in A tier. Uh, Okay, Richter, I don't care how you pronounce it because I don't care about these characters, but I'll just put them in C tier because we don't have enough characters in C tier. Ridley, heavyweight, automatic S tier. Robin. Robin is another one that can sometimes go up close, but also go far and still poke you a lot. So honestly, better than the other projectile characters because he actually has options close up. A tier. Rob is okay because um, he's kind of slow, okay, but he does some damage. He can do some combos with his snare, and he does have some options from afar. So his laser, his top or whatever. So A tier. Rosalina and Luma. So as soon as Rosalina loses Luma, Luma comes back at like 15 seconds. So it doesn't actually make that big of a deal. And other than that, she's a pretty solid character. So A tier. Roy is just another one of those sort of characters, except he has a very strong counter, so automatically makes him stronger than some of the others. So S tier. Uh, Ryu is very much like Ken, and all the other Street Fighters, but you know what? I'll just put him in the same tier as Ken. Now we have Chic. Chic is actually a very good character because not only does she take skill for not only does she have a good high skill cap because her skill for is actually relatively low if you think about it, but she has very, very, very good frame data because honestly, whenever she does a move, it comes out way faster than the fastest thing alive, which doesn't make sense. So that makes me mad. That makes me triggered. So I'm gonna put Chic in SSS plus. Okay, so now Chic. Oh, sorry. We just did Chic. So now we're gonna do Shulk. Same thing, honestly. Shulk is an annoying sword blade character, and one of my friends used to main this character, so automatic S. And then now Snake. Snake is okay. I don't care about Snake. I mean, no, actually no. You know what? I hate this character because he keeps spamming projectiles on me, and I always lose to Snake. So at C tier. Okay, Sonic. I'm gonna spend a solid 2 minutes explaining this. Okay, so I think that although people place him in mid tier, and honestly, I'm quite fine with that placement. I think he deserves D tier. Not because of the design, okay? Because I main Sonic. Um, and I think that he is extremely fun to play and also quite fun to play against because you get a challenge, playing against someone as fast as Sonic, but also Sonic's moves do not come out fast enough, okay? That's a problem. So although he runs very fast and he has a lot of options and combos he can do, um, because of that speed, his kill moves like back air and his forward smash, um, those kill moves, they come out way too slow. And therefore, I do not think that Sonic should be in mid tier. I think that he should be in D tier. Although that is not saying in any way that his design is bad, because his design was done perfectly. Okay, his spin dash, he has two spin dashes. A lot of people are mad about that, but I think it's very creative on Nintendo's part on interpreting this character from Sega. So now we have Toon Link. You know what? Toon Link is okay. Since he does not spam projectiles as much as Young Link. Oh, you know what? While we're at it, just put Young Link in SSS plus because he's annoying and he spams a lot of projectiles. Okay, so now Toon Link should go in. Oh, did I just move Rob? Where did I put Rob before? Oh, whatever. I'll put him back in A tier. What? What? Where did what? Okay, I just put Toon Link in C tier. You know what? We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Actually, no, we'll go with B tier because solid character. It's just that he doesn't have as much predictability, okay? Because like Young Link is very predictable with his projectile spam. Just spam neutral B and do a bunch of damage. Basically PK Fire, but way farther. Um, Now Villager. I think that Villager is basically Isabelle, but with extra steps, and it's a little bit better. So yeah, C. Wario is an amazing character in terms of design, but he's not that good in the actual game. Well, he actually no, you know what? He's pretty good because people can combo on Wario a lot. Yeah, he's actually really good. So S tier. Um, Wii Fit Trainer, I think should go in B tier because I do not care about Wii Fit Trainer. Wolf is definitely somewhere in. Actually, I'll have to think about this one. Okay, so I think that Wolf is actually much better than Fox and Falco because of his heavy hits, and he also is pretty fast. So I think S tier. Yoshi. I don't want to make this video too long. It's probably like 30 minutes already. So I'm gonna put Yoshi in. Okay, I really don't like Yoshi's down air because it gives him so much combo potential, and it's hits way too much, and it does way too much damage. So S tier automatically. Zelda does quite a lot of damage, but I already actually I think that since she is quite predictable and predictability is good in pro play, A tier. Now Zero Suit Samus is just exactly the same as Samus because obviously exact same moves, exact same speed, exact same damage. Exactly the same champ, okay? I don't care. Now Hero, um Hero has his drop down menu or whatever it was called. I don't care. That thing where you select stuff and it's cool. So C tier because he is unpredictable because of that one thing, that one little select menu. Uh, Hero should be in C tier because unpredictability automatically makes your character bad, and you need to be predictable to get good in pro play. Banjo and Kazooie. I don't care about this character, so I'm just gonna put him in C tier because we don't have enough in C tier. Now I think that Terry should go in F tier because we don't have enough characters in F tier. Byleth, same thing. Min Min, I think that Min Min should go in B tier because, well, Min Min is actually a solid character in my opinion because of how long her arms can stretch and how that gives her many spacing tools and things to do when the character is far away, but also close range moves. So B tier, but still not as strong as the other ones because, she's actually no, she's predictable, right? So then A tier because we need predictability in the pro play field. Steve, I think that Steve is quite a lame player for most people, but I think that this character has a potential to be very hype because of all the cool combos you can pull off, and the ability to build in this guy is pretty cool. It gives you some potential. A tier. Sephiroth is slightly. I think it's one of the best DLCs because he has a really long sword, which is cool, and he's basically Yone. So S. Now Pyra and Mithra. Although some of you will say that this character is very solid, and that she's I don't know. I don't care. I don't care what you guys think. I'm just gonna put Pyra in F tier because one, there's not enough characters in the F tier, and also, Pyra, although she can spam a lot for some players, she can be very hype as well. So just one I player. Now we have our final character to place in the tier list, which is Kazuya. Uh, well, it really depends. If you're fighting a C1, then it'll be extremely easy. But if you're fighting a C6 Kazuya, then I think that's actually going to be way harder. Such as that's like whenever I have trouble against Kazuya, it's always when it's C6. So I'm gonna put Kazuya in A tier to balance it out because okay, like let me just make this clear, okay? C1 would be in C tier. C6 would be in SSS plus. So let's just balance it out. Okay? And that would make it A tier, wouldn't it? So yeah, that's the end of my tier list. Um, hope you enjoyed listening to my explanations. And I don't care if you want to, hate on me in the comments because this video was just a joke. So, bye.